Episode 8 of the Practice Gym, taking small steps to get big gains. So really, what does that mean to you? I'll get right down to it. I made a commitment this year to do 20 minutes of meditation every day and keep track of this. So at the end of 120 days, I looked at my app and said 120 days, straight days. Now, when I looked at another metric, it said 40 hours spent in meditation. I was like, 40 hours? Oh, that must be a mistake. So what did I do? I got out the calculator. I put in 120 days times 20 minutes, and I came up with 2,400 minutes. Divided that by 60, which there's 60 minutes in an hour, and what did I come up with? 40 hours. I had spent 40 hours in meditation in 4 months. That's 5 8-hour days or a work week, a typical 40-hour work week. Now, what's the point of all this? Think about this. If I spent 20 minutes a day, 7 days a week, 120 days straight, and I accumulated 40 hours of time spent in meditation, where can you use that time? And how is your time being used effectively to get what you want? Now, example, and I don't have the exact numbers, but for example, let's say that people, the typical American, you watch an hour of TV a day. Now, an hour a day at the end of 4 months would be 120 hours. That would be the equivalent of 3 full work weeks, 3 40-hour work weeks. Think about that. Now, what if you was able to cut down your news consumption, your TV consumption by 30 minutes, and you spent that other 30 minutes in something that's going to get you closer to your goal or give you a better experience? What about spending that 30 minutes spending with your kids, your grandkids, your spouse, your significant other, working on that book you've been wanting to write, your art? If it's in business, maybe spending 30 minutes on prospecting, on contacting people. And at the end of 4 months or 120 days, if you spend 30 minutes, that'd be 60 hours. 60 hours towards something. Now you do that over a whole year in 12 months, that'd be 180 hours. Think about that. We spend so much time wasted with what I like to call the digital heroin. Digital heroin is anything technology, the internet, smartphone, etc. Now, does that mean I'm perfect with it? Absolutely not. That's why I've been taking time to look at where my time is going, and that's something I want to emphasize with you. Do a time matrix. Start this. When people are heavy and they ask me, what should I do to lose weight? I say, start with a food matrix. Document what you're eating. That's the only way to know, to get some kind of sense of where you're at and where you need to be. Same thing with the time. You have to know where your 1,440 minutes a day is going. Where's that 168 hours a week going? Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we do not get time back. Every day is time that we do not get back. So wouldn't it make sense to spend that time on things that are important to us? Now, you may say, well, you're taking away all my free time. I need to relax. I need to watch an hour of TV. I'm not saying don't do it. And if you really need that, then do it. You need to stream Netflix an hour a night. Do it. What I'm trying to emphasize is if you're not getting the results that you want, you may need to consider using your time and taking those small steps in order to get big gains. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I want you to consider today. So, small steps, big gains. I thank everybody for watching these videos, for passing them on to friends, family, and coworkers. Make sure you go to the links down below. There's a link to the newsletter. There's a link to the audio podcast, which will soon be, if not already, on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And that way, these messages you can get automatically into your computer or smartphone. Now, that's your digital heroin, but you know what? Now that you have a better understanding, you'll be taking more care of your time. So until next week, this is your player coach, Tom Heitz. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the other side.